Sam played great, obviously. Hit 10 threes, 10 for 13. He took a lot of all great shots, and we just did a good job of finding the guy with the high hand. Unfortunately, he had to lead the game. We were trying to get him to break the record, but he seemed to be doing fine.
What kind of discussions did you guys have during the game? Obviously, like Al was saying, you guys are no plays for after. Obviously, he's inching closer to it pretty quickly. What were you guys talking about?
It's simple. Just screen for him, get him open, and told him to, if he had any daylight, let it fly.
Jayson, for you at this point in the season, 10 games up in the standings or so, what's the balance for you, continuing to play, stay in that rhythm, and resting? And I know you've said in the past Brad wants you to rest a lot of the times, and you don't really want to do that. What kind of conversations do you have at this point in the year with him and Joe and everybody?
I've been here 7 years. They understand kind of what they're dealing with. I don't like to sit out. And, I understand if I was injured or whatever, but I said it before. I just love to play the game, especially on the road. So many fans out there with Tatum 0 jerseys or came to see me play. So I kind of take pride in making sure I'm available as much as I can.
For you typically come out early in the first quarter. A couple times over the last couple of weeks, you played that full first quarter, including tonight. I know Joe said you and him kind of communicate about that. How does that impact you, or just what's it like being able to get that full rhythm in the first rather than your normal rotation? And what do you think is going to work best for you, come playoff time in that sense?
I think it's just it's a feel thing. Obviously, if I'm in a great rhythm, I understand Joe will probably lead me in. And I think, when we have certain guys out, right, JB normally plays the whole first, and when he's, if I'm playing, he's not, I understand I'm probably going to play that rotation. But, most of my career, I've always came out kind of first and went back in with the second unit. So just what I was used to.
Speaking of the fans tonight, what was it like to play in an away game that was pretty much all green?
It was great. Become the norm a lot of places we go, and you really appreciate the fans, right? How well we travel with our fan base and the love and support that they show us everywhere we go.
Jayson, playing without 3 starters, number one, what is your mindset going into those games, knowing, like you said, that there won't be JB's not there, KP's not there?
I think more so for the other guys getting the opportunity to step up and play big minutes, and that's why we have that stay ready group, right, for days like this, where we can just plug in certain guys in certain positions and moments, and the expectation is that we don't skip a beat, we don't miss a step. So I think for those guys that's coming off the bench that implemented a starting lineup or playing more minutes when guys are out, I think they're always ready, and they work really hard at it, and it shows when it's just seamless, right? Whenever guys are out, we don't really miss a beat.
And you've talked about it. You guys have learned from the past, but I think the way Al phrased it, you were on an edge from the beginning tonight. In other instances, you may have looked past the Wizards. What kind of mentality do you guys have, and why is that different this year?
Understanding what we're trying to do, really just trying to get better every single day, and respecting the game and respecting the opponent by going out there and playing the right way, whether it's a banged-up team who hasn't had a great season or it's a national TV game, trying to go out there with the same mentality every single night.
Jayson, I'm not sure how familiar you were with Justin Champagnie, but he made his first NBA start tonight, and he got the assignment to guard you, so I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on the matchup and what he brought to the game.
Yeah, obviously he was with us for a lot of portion of the year last season, so obviously happy for him. He's bounced around a little bit, but that's an accomplishment, right? Something you can be proud of. Obviously how hard he's worked to get to this moment to start in an NBA game. Not a lot of people can say that, so I was happy for him.
Last question to Adam.
Jayson, you've obviously been on some really good teams here, but none of them have been positioned like this to kind of dictate your terms over the last 3 weeks of the season. What do you want to kind of extract from these games and kind of gain down the stretch heading into the playoffs? Like, what do you hope in a few weeks to look up and be like, this is useful from this stretch for us?
I think just seeing how different lineups work well with each other. Obviously, like tonight, we didn't have 3 guys, and whatever the case may be throughout the rest of the season, I think it's an opportunity for us to try some things, try some different lineups, different rotations, and see what we can do in the playoffs.